have to get the doggies because we have to say goodbye to them because it's the last time they're going to be here this week. Teddy, go first. Come here, Teddy. Of course, where's he going? He's like, not me. I'm not going first. Lola, you going first? Oh, baby, of course you're going first. Gonna say goodbye to the people. We don't know when we're gonna see you next time. Bye bye everybody. I've enjoyed being in my videos. Your videos or my videos? Alright, bye bye Lola. You sir are definitely going home. Why you do that for? Why you have to look at me? You're definitely going home on Thursday. He has an obsession with like licking. I can't stroke you without you trying to lick me. Oh baby, I'm gonna miss you. Have you become one of my babies? And then you have to go home forever. Teddy, your turn. Come, Teddy. Come. Teddy, come. He's so stubborn. Baby, why are you so stubborn? I just wanted you to say goodbye to the camera and you're making a big fuss. Oh, you don't like it? Come here. I think it's because like he's the adult and he reckons that he has his own right to life, which obviously he does, and he doesn't want to be told what to do, which is exactly like me, Teddy, so I understand. Don't worry about it. Teddy was like, you're not touching me. So you have to reason with him. So, selfish lover in bed? Are you a selfish lover in bed? I would say I'm a selfish lover in bed, but am I? Because I've been giving myself to people without having any orgasms and sometimes not even the clitoral orgasm. So am I that selfish? No. But I can be if I wanted to be. So, and I have been in the past. So I have been in the bigger sense of it all because I'm not really attentive to want to please them. Like I just want to feel sexy. I want to look sexy. I want to be sexy. I want you to love me. But do I want to love you? Do I want to please your body? Do I want to be attentive to your needs? To, you know, am I submissive to your desires? Like absolutely not. Okay, maybe my first ever one I probably was trying to be, but I was too young that I didn't really know what I was doing. But after that and after the heartbreak started happening, no, I was never attentive to somebody's feelings. I was giving myself because I wanted to make myself feel something, you know, be it sexy, be it desired, be it wanted. So let's get a clear head in this video. Let's know what's going on. Let's know what to do in the bedroom. Let's talk about this. Are we selfish in the bedroom? So my sister commented on my video and she said to me the comment that I'm going to talk about, and I decided to like completely freestyle this video because like I just want to have a genuine reaction. I'm going to try and sit this way. I'm going to have a genuine reaction to her question, to everything that comes into my head. I haven't planned no notes, no nothing. Let me freestyle this one today. So let's get into the conversation. I don't know why I have to do this all the time. I should do it all the time, not just like when I'm filming. Like if I get a thought of like something really negative, I do this like, oh, is it? I don't know why I do that. But if I feel like something bad is happening, I'll be like, oh, is it? Why do I do that? I don't know. So I'm gonna read you my sister's comment. We're just gonna get into it. I was with a female last week who is a female. Huh? Really, Cam? I was with a female last week who is a female. Sorry. I'll read the comment without making fun of my sister. I was with a female last week who is a female and is in a relationship for 11 years. She said she has not had an orgasm because her partner, I believe, is a selfish lover. What would you advise her? Question mark. Okay, maybe I'm regretting not like doing notes here because like there's so many things coming into my head and how am I going to organize this conversation? Where do I start? And actually, let me just start on the big bang, right? And I want you to be patient. Like if you're the person who my sister was talking about and she sent you my video, I just want you to be patient because I might be a bit insensitive at first and then we're going to wrap it all up and we're going to bring it all back into some type of constructive conclusion. Because also if you're listening to this video and you are the selfish lover, I absolutely don't want to shame or like degrade people, right? Because I want to be helpful and then sometimes I can't help it because of, I think we all do that in life. We can't help but like make people feel rubbish when we speak. But I don't want to do that, and if I do that, I'm so sorry. So please stick with me until we get to the end of this video because I really want us to learn with this conversation. So I'm gonna be harsh to begin with, right? In my experience, all of the guys that I've ever been with, the more that they love me and the more that they are besotted with me, the more that they want to completely please me. It's all about me. What do you want, Nayna? I will kiss your feet. okay, I'm gonna sound like some spoiled brat here, right? But I have had boyfriends who have been very attentive and completely care about my experience of things, and they want to give me the world. And I have also had people who don't show me that. They're not attentive to my feelings. They don't care what I feel. And I've had somewhere in the middle also, where they want to give me the world, but they're scared of doing that because they don't want me to take advantage of them. So then they retract themselves, and they're not really trying to give me the world, but then they want to, right? So I've had all three spectrums. And unfortunately, I think that if somebody's not attentive to you and they're selfish in the bedroom, I think it's because the love that they have for you is not at the highest form of love available. So if you're being selfish with somebody in the bedroom and you don't really want to give them your all, you will just, you know, get what you want and then go to sleep. I don't think that you love that person very much. And if you're honest with yourself, you probably don't love them to the 100 capacity of like, I would die for this person. I want them. I desire only them. Like, I never look at anybody else because I'm obsessed with this person. Like, do you feel like that about that person that you're being selfish with? I don't think you do. Because if you did, you would be absolutely obsessed with making sure that they are happy and making sure that they are pleased and making sure that the sexual experience is good, unless you're very embarrassed about it, which that's a whole different conversation. And if you are embarrassed about it, the woman would actually pick that up. She'll be like, I think he's embarrassed and I think he's like this and that. But if the woman actually has picked up and she's upset with you, then that means that you don't really love her. So let me rewind here, because I haven't had a partner like that for a very long time. It was more like in my younger days where I had a partner like that, and it was like, so oddly enough, I'd be interested. I'd be like, oh, when's he gonna start teasing me, or when's he gonna start touching me? And I'll be like edging for it. So then maybe you like push yourself onto them, and like you're trying to like move the situation into a sexual situation because he hasn't done it yet. And so then you do all these things, and then he starts to be activated. So then he starts to put himself onto you, and then, you know, he starts touching you a little bit, and then you're like, oh yeah, and then he stops touching you, which, like I've explained before, that's where a lot of women orgasm, is with the touch of the fingers and stuff. And then so he only does that for a little bit, and then he stops. If you're lucky, he does that for a little bit, because sometimes he just wants to enter you straight away. Okay, this is getting me angry. Why is this getting me angry? I think to try and get rid of this anger that I'm feeling right now, because I'm feeling like, how dare you? What are you doing? Like, please me properly or get the F out of my bedroom. To get rid of that anger, I think it's because I didn't know myself properly enough to understand what it is that I wanted, how to not accept things that I don't want. I wasn't grown enough to do that. And now that I'm a grown woman, I know exactly what I want, exactly what I won't tolerate, and so then stuff like that wouldn't happen in my life now. But I didn't know that before, so of course these things are going to happen where people are allowed in my bed and they don't give me what I want. And maybe you're older than me listening to this video, and you're like, yeah, but I haven't done that. And I don't think that's your fault either, because I'm a bit obsessive and I'm a bit like weird, and so then I spend a lot of time alone. So I would have got to this point where I've got to in my life. And anyway, so I'm just saying it's not your fault if you haven't got to that point yet, where you're like completely strict and aware and you get what you want when you want it, and it's not happening any other way. I know that sounds a bit selfish, but stick with me for a moment so we can get through this conversation. Anyway, so then he will enter me, and then we'd have this like 5-minute sex of me like being sexy and wanting him and seeing, okay, how does this feel? Oh, this feels good. And then he'll come, and then it will be over. It's like, oh, it's over. I haven't done anything. I haven't come with my clitoris. I haven't come in an orgasm. Like, oh, what just happened? Oh, but I love him, so okay. And then I got a little bit older, and maybe I would have had another partner that was like that, like a second one somewhere, or a third, whatever. And then I would try to insinuate that I want him to touch me after he comes. I don't even remember how I would try to insinuate it, and he just wouldn't pick it up, and it would just be over. That's it, the sexual experience is over. So this is me being shy and almost passive aggressive, right? Where you don't really tell people what you want and you just try to do it without words. I feel like females do that a lot of the time, and that's what I would do. I think there's another level to that though, where women actually do tell people what they want, and the man is still like, nah, I'm not doing that. I feel that's another elevation of disrespect of what we put up with when we don't really know how to get what we want. Anyway, so in these relationships that I had where I wasn't being pleased, and I would tell him in these indirect ways, and actually if he didn't get it, I'll probably end up like losing my temper and telling him in some type of like angry way of like breaking up with him or something, because he didn't understand my passiveness. And bearing in mind, these are people that I have strong feelings for, where like I'm trying to be a bit patient with them. And like I said, as I grow older, the patience has left me. I have no patience with this stuff anymore, which I'm glad, because now I can get what I want and also be mature enough to understand that I want to give it back as well, like the pleasing of the other person. Anyways, these boyfriends of mine, either they weren't aware, they weren't awake enough, they weren't aware enough to understand what was happening. They were just like getting on with life, and they didn't know better, they didn't see better. I didn't tell them better, I didn't teach them better. They were just getting on with life, and they were like, oh, I don't know, oh, okay, this is over, oh, I'm not gonna do that, oh, I don't, like, so it's all just like this confusion. You're just getting on in the jungle and you don't really know what's going on. Or they were completely aware of it and they just had zero interest to give me what I wanted. They just wanted to get what they wanted. And I know that there's both of those scenarios going on in the world where people don't know what they're doing. They do it all by accident, or people do know what they're doing and they're just being selfish. And I think that the woman can tell which one it is by how angry she gets, or by how, not angry, because that's me, I get angry, by how upset she gets. Because if she's crying about it, then that means that the man is being selfish on purpose. Whereas if she's just frustrated and she doesn't know what to do, then maybe the man is not doing it on purpose. But if you're crying about somebody not pleasing you properly, he's probably doing it on purpose. Meaning he doesn't care to please you, he only wants to please himself. And I don't think I've had a man like that, because I think that I would have like not had sex with him in the first place, because I would have sensed that he's that type of guy. So I feel like my situations was that he was doing it on accident, that he didn't know what he was doing, so then he was naturally selfish. So there's a few reasons why people will get to the point where they're being selfish on purpose, like in a spiteful way of like, I know that you want this, but I'm not gonna give it to you, or I don't care if you want this, I want what I want. We live in a world where things are not very nice. Like you could be in love one day and then you could just not be in love the next day, and people get heartbroken. So the safest way to get about in life is just to get what you want and to get what makes you happy, and then F everything else. I think that's the safest way to get by, because we humans have feelings and they can easily be broken. I feel like I've like become so desensitized to being heartbroken. I've gone through like so much mud that now it's a little bit hard to break my heart. And it's not impossible, but it's hard. Like I catch it with anger, and I'm like, what are you doing? No. But I wasn't able to do that before. Like when somebody hurts my feelings, it would just encompass me. I don't know if that's the word. It would take over my whole entire being. Whereas now it's like it stays here. I grab it and I'm like, get out. And I learned how to do that because of anger, because of going through so much pain in life that I just am done with it. So I think I have become desensitized or in control over pain that enters my heart, and I don't allow it anymore. And I didn't know how to do that before. Why did I just say that? What's that got to do with being a... I don't know, I guess I was just saying the process that I went through to get to where I am now, where like now I want to be respectful because I want people to respect me, so I want to respect people. So if I want you to be a good lover, then I have to give you the same. And I feel like people are scared of doing that because they're scared of being bad at things. They're scared of feeling things that are deep, or they're not even aware that that's what's available in connection between people. You can feel what with who? I can feel like this with another person, can I? And I think because I've been through so much pain, I'm not scared anymore of feeling pain. So if you're gonna break my heart, go ahead and do it. I'm still gonna try this. Like I wanna feel something deep with you. Let's try it. And if I look like an idiot in the end, I don't care. I've desensitized myself now. Okay, I'm an idiot. I'll move on. So I think that's why now I'm less fearful of giving my whole self to somebody. And if it doesn't work out, okay, see you later, mate. I've done this before, not only with boyfriends, but with family, with things that are bigger than a relationship. So, okay, this didn't work. Okay, fine. So I'm gonna try it anyway. And I think now I'm in a place where I want to give my all to somebody. And my all looks like to give them what they want or to look at what they want and to please them. And it's not just about me being selfish for making myself feel good, and I'm sexy and I'm important and I'm loved and I'm the princess and I'm the most special star in the sky. Like, yes, but also what are you doing and what do you want and what can I give to you? And that's where I was naturally selfish before, because it was about me, me, me. I think a lot of females are like that. It's me, me, me. And I don't know. And people will say that that's like a natural thing. Like a lot of males will be submissive to that and they'll be like, yeah, it is about you, you. Yes, I will give it to you, you. But for some reason, something natural is happening in my body where like I want to be, okay, this is gonna sound so bad, and I said this word to my therapist and she said, why did you use that word? And I'm like, I don't know why I used that word, but I feel like I want to be the predator. I want to kiss your neck. I want to bite your neck. I want to do oral sex on you. I want to push you around. I want to be on top of you. Like, I want to touch you. And I know that women have been doing this like all along, yeah, like trying to please the man and stuff, yeah, and which I have never done ever in my life, right? But I feel like they do it for a different reason than what I'm doing it for. I feel like they do it for the same reason that I was giving the guy sex in the first place, which is to make me feel loved, to make me feel sexy, to make you fall in love with me because it's about me and how much you love me. Whereas what I'm feeling right now is that I want to please you because I want it. I want to touch your body because I enjoy it. I want to suck your dick because I want your dick in my mouth. It's not because I want you to think of me in a particular way. No, I want your dick in my mouth because I like it. Wow. I want to kiss your neck and bite your neck, not because I want you to fall in love with me and tell me how wonderful I am at kissing your neck. No, I want to kiss your neck because I like your neck. I want your neck. And that also seems a little bit selfish, just because I want it. But if I want you, not for the sake of me, oh, this is so confusing because it is for the sake of me. It's for the sake of my pleasure, but it's not for the sake of like what you think about me. It's just that's so, it's like everything is selfish. Naturally, it's like, ugh. The point is, yeah, I think a man will feel better me wanting to suck his because I like it, then rather than me wanting to suck his because I want him to think that I'm good at it. I feel like one is better than the other. Like if a guy was licking me down there and he wanted to lick me because he liked it, rather than he wants to lick me because he thinks he wants to be the best person that's ever licked me, I feel like the first one will feel better than the second one. Because the second one is a bit fake. It's like you're doing it for another reason that's outside of this room, whereas the first reason is in this room, is completely inside of the experience and it's to do with the act itself. And so I feel like that's more enjoyable for both people. Anyways, I just went off on a tangent there to just say that I feel like we're scared of losing ourselves in this way. And so then we become selfish. It's about me. It's about something outside of this room. But a selfish man that just wants to come, what is going on in his head? Anyway, so this is what I'm talking about, like the harsh truth is that like if somebody wants to just come and then wants to go to sleep, unfortunately that person is using you for your body and for your tools, and he knows it. And I did that as a kid. I used people for their sexuality to get what I wanted, to get my fix. And so I got my fix. I don't care about your fix. I got my fix. Okay, bye. It's finished. See you later. I got what I wanted. And I feel like a lot of men do that because, well, either they're with somebody that they don't love, or they don't know what they're doing, or they don't care about what they're doing, and the woman is just allowing it. Okay, use me. Okay. And so then it's time that we stopped accepting this type of behavior. No, it's not okay. Get up now. And to be honest, if I have to get my angry tone on to tell you to do something, I'm not gonna be sexually active anymore. If I have to say get up and lick my vagina, I'm not gonna want you to lick my vagina anymore. So I think it's important, guys, for us to actually talk about these things. Again, comes back to conversations. Let's talk about these things before we enter the bedroom. Let's talk about our expectations. And if he doesn't do what you tell him to do, if she doesn't do what you tell her to do, you ask them why at the end. You say, okay, you didn't do what I asked you to do, why? If you're not happy and you've got that thing in your heart where it's like this frustration of like, he's not listening to me, unfortunately, he does not care. And so then you either submit to the emptiness of this world and you say, okay, I accept the rubbishness of this world. I will stay here. I will accept the rubbish. I will accept that I am a part of the rubbish, and then I will stay here. So you either do that, or you stand your ground and you say, nope, that's not happening anymore. Nope. It's actually quite easy. Okay, so then, because now I'm going back to conclude this discussion, I'm going back to the actual question, because now you've been with somebody for a long time. The world is real. You have bills together. You have a marriage. You have children. How the heck am I supposed to just say, nope? to be honest, yeah, there is ways of surviving alone. There is ways, there's always a way. So I just feel like sometimes we're too scared to like just do things. Like just do it. And if it ends up bad, okay, fix it. And like, we're really scared of things. And I don't seem to have that in my body. Like I'm gonna do it. Even if I'm scared, I'm gonna do it. So, okay, break it then. Leave it then. Okay, don't be scared, just do it. But anyways, if you don't want to do that, there's like other ways to get about it. So for example, look for it somewhere else and tell him you're going to do that too, or her, and say, okay, so if you're not going to meet my desires and my needs, I'm going to go find it somewhere else. And trust me, right? Because everything is a mind game. You can completely play different games in other locations and make it all just the way you want it. Because now you're going in fresh, like with a new attitude and a new person. Like you're a new person in your head and you're gonna go and get this of what you want. And people like to play games, so go and play games with other people if this one at home doesn't want to play your game. Or you could force him to play your game and start a whole brand new game at home where you're like, okay, well, do this, otherwise that's not happening, or do this. Like, you can play new games. So you want to have sex with me, okay, you're going to lick my vagina first until I come, and until I come you're not stopping, and if you stop you're not getting sex. Let's play that game. Let's play the game where I force you to please me until I come, and then you can have sex with me. Let's play that game. And if you can't play that game, you're not having sex with me. So what are you gonna do? Oh no. Go find it somewhere else? Okay, bye, I'll go find it somewhere else as well. We'll live together, we'll pay the bills together until I get bored of that, because obviously nobody wants that. And then I'll go and find my own life and get my own job and do my own thing where I get what I want. So let's force each other to not be selfish, and let's force each other to please each other the way we both want to be pleased. Both of us. And if it doesn't match, let's go look for somewhere else where it does match. Or let's come to an agreement. What we're gonna do here? Do we have to stay together for the kids? Okay, so how are we gonna do this? Are you gonna go outside of the marriage to find it? Okay, me too. Or what are we gonna do here? Let's talk about it, let's agree on it, let's make some moves that are fair for everybody, or let's play a game that's fair for the both of us where we both get pleasure. Let's do that. And let's not be scared of doing that. I'm not surprised that a lot of people don't know how to like please other people. They don't know, or they don't want to, or they don't care to. There's those women who cheat on their husbands, and their husbands are like wanting to give them everything, and they still go and cheat with another person because that woman has not learned what respect is. She hasn't learned what honesty is, and nor has all of them. Everybody that does bad things, but that's not what the world is filled with. The world is filled with loads of different ones. So there are women who want to please their man, they want to be attentive, and then they get with the man that doesn't respect that properly, or there's the perfect match where they are perfectly aligned and everything is perfect. So there's a bit of everything, and it's just a whole mess. And I just want everybody to learn all of the good things and get rid of all of the bad things like disrespect and selfishness and lying and dishonesty. Like, let's get rid of all of that rubbish. Let's learn what respect is, learn how it feels like, learn that everybody is you. So you're hurting yourself when you're hurting other people. You're lying to yourself when you're lying to other people. Let's understand that. Let's learn that so you can treat people the way that they deserve to be treated, just like you deserve to be treated great. Let's do that to everybody. And I feel like that's the problem in life. Like, we're not seeing that we are all one thing. You are me, I am you. So if I'm treating you badly, I'm treating myself badly. And I don't want to treat myself badly, but maybe some people don't mind treating themselves badly. Again, that's education. Why do you hate yourself? Why do you not love yourself? Did you not get taught that as a child? Did your parents hate you? Did this world teach you that you're not lovable? And that's all a mistake. That's not true. You are lovable. You do deserve love. You do deserve to have everything given to you perfectly. Yes, you deserve that. I'm sorry this world hasn't taught you that. So then let's do that. Let's teach each other that. Let's not accept anything less than that. If you don't treat me the way I want to be treated, this is over. Or I'll just have both if this is not over. I'll have you and I'll have the other guy who does treat me that way. And I'll get for what I want from you, and I'll get what I want from him. And I'll be honest with the both of you that this is what's happening. And guess what? The second one, he's probably going to agree with it because of the mind games that we play of like excitement and stuff. So my conclusion is get what you want and be transparent about what you want and talk about it. Okay. So, quote of the week today, because I've not got points. I'm like, have I finished that conversation? I don't know. Have I said enough? I don't know. But let's end this video. Quote of the week. I picked a cheeky one by purpose. No matter what caption he's taught about, the virtue of selflessness. What? No matter what corruption he's taught about the virtue of selflessness. Why a corruption, you know? Sex is the most profoundly selfish of all acts. An act which cannot be performed for any motive but his own enjoyment. I'm gonna assume you heard that properly because I just said that whole sentence in a weird way. This quote is telling you that selfish acts is what? That sex is the most selfish act and he cannot perform it without being selfish. Listen. Oops. This is what's going on in the world right now. We get taught that we are selfish, and like I was concluding in one part of this video, like, oh my gosh, am I doing this for a completely selfish reason, right? Of course, like everything is for the experience of me, but it's also the experience of you. And being selfish means that I only look at myself. I don't need to do that. I can have bigger eyes. I can have a bigger mind. So no, it doesn't have to be just about me. So therefore, yes, it is about me, but it's also about you, which then that doesn't make it selfish, right? Point number one. But also, we're forgetting, right, that when somebody else is aroused because of me, that turns me on. If I'm aroused because of you, that turns you on. Like the thought of somebody being aroused by me turns me on. So it can't just be a selfish motive for my own enjoyment because I get aroused by your enjoyment. So it has to be a 50-50 thing. Otherwise, what fun would that be? And yes, in history, people can have sex with dead bodies. So it's not about their enjoyment whatsoever if you're having sex with a dead body. But that's not all that life has shown us. We definitely want the other person to be enjoying it because it arouses me. So yes, it's a selfish act, but it's a selfish act of two people coming together. And if you're paying attention to each other, then it becomes a non-selfish act of selfish pleasure. I don't know what I just said, but okay, you get what I mean. It's a selfish, non-selfish act. And I love the fact that we arouse each other by being aroused by each other. I love that. So, nice message to leave you with. You, my friends, are worth every bit of love, every bit of pleasure. I'm not sure what happened in this world. I'm not sure what all the negativity is about. I absolutely do not agree in duality. No thank you. Bin it. Burn it. Actually, that burning is a bit harsh. I don't understand it. So I reject all of that. And I will accept pleasure and love and peace. So you deserve that and get it because it's there. So why accept all the rubbish? No thanks. I'm gonna get rid of that, and I'm just only gonna accept what makes me feel nice. I'm not gonna accept anything that makes me feel horrible or rubbish. Nope, not here. Sorry. So yeah. And if you try to come in, I will shoot you down. I'm so sorry about that. But I will not accept rubbish in my home. No thank you. And if you want to be that way, you can go ahead and be that way, because I swear it feels good to be that way. I do not accept rubbish. It feels good to be that way. That's my final conclusion. And if you want to be that way, please feel like you can, because I feel like we all deserve great things. And no, we don't deserve the bad to know the good. No, that's a stupid design. And if we're the creators of the design, let's just design something different. Let's not just be submissive to a design. No thank you. Okay, well, we have reached the end of the video. My freestyle video. I hope you've enjoyed the conversation. If you have any more questions, please let me know and I will do another video about it. So until next time, I might take a break from doing videos, I don't know. And until the next time I see you, I will see you next time. Okay, goodbye.